Yeah, is it coming on Facebook though? All right, let's see. Yes, we are. Okay, Dandavat pranams to those of you who are watching us here on Facebook. Apologies for being late. We had a previous class going on where we were talking about the fact that today is the day for Shraddha ceremony, and this is not a regular class, it was an impromptu. And well, talking about Shraddha, and today, and since this class is dedicated towards pronouncing pronouncing from Bhagavad-gita, I'm going to start sharing my screen and bringing something interesting. And I want you to read these two words and tell me how would you pronounce them.
Shraddha, Shraddha, and Shraddha. I mean, the first one is Shraddha and the Shraddha.
Shraddha,
Shraddha.
Shraddha and Shraddha. Shraddha.
No, sorry,
Shraddha.
wrong. Shraddha and
Okay.
Shraddha and Shraddha. Shraddha.
Top one is Shraddha and down is Shraddha.
There you go. Yes. Well, you don't have to emphasize on this A.
Shraddha.
Right? So what you're talking about, that today being the day for doing Shraddha ceremony, it's Shraddha, right? And this one is Shraddha. So sometimes you see people saying that they're doing Shraddha ceremony. No, it's not Shraddha ceremony, it's Shraddha ceremony. There's a difference between the two, right? The ceremony that you do is Shraddha for the ancestors.
Shraddha.
Whatever you do, right? All right, so let's get going. What words are we doing?
1.31.
1.31 for 500 points. All right. So let's get going. 1.31. So we are saying, well, I brought the 30 also here to explain to you that after he sees the armies on the battlefield, Arjuna is going through a reaction. And in the past session that we had, he was saying that I'm now unable to stand here any longer. I'm forgetting myself and my mind is reeling. I can see only causes of misfortune, O Kṛṣṇa, killer of the Keshi demon. So by the process of killing. So nacha shaknomya avasthatum brahmati vicha me manaha nimittani cha paśyāmi viparitani keshava. Okay. So now he's continuing on today with 31. And he says, nacha śreyo nupaśyāmi hatvā sva-janam āhave kāṅkṣe vijayaṁ Kṛṣṇa nacha rājyaṁ sukhāni ca nacha śreyo nupaśyāmi hatvā sva-janam āhave kāṅkṣe vijayaṁ Kṛṣṇa nacha rājyaṁ sukhāni ca nacha śreyo nupaśyāmi hatvā sva-janam āhave kāṅkṣe vijayaṁ Kṛṣṇa nacha rājyaṁ sukhāni ca. So na means nor. So now it's starting with nor because he has said certain things in the previous verse. So this, and that. And nor, cha also. Shreyaha means good. What does shreya mean?
Good.
Good. Nupaśyāmi, do I foresee? So, hatvā, by killing. Sva-janam, own kinsmen. Āhave, in the fight. See, āhave seems like such a nice word, right? But it means fight. Nor. Kāṅkṣe, do I desire. Vijayaṁ, victory. Kṛṣṇa, O Kṛṣṇa. Nor. Cha, also. Rājyaṁ, kingdom. Sukhāni, happiness thereof, coming from getting a kingdom. Cha, also. So he says, I do not see how any good can come from killing my own kinsmen in this battle, nor can I, my dear Kṛṣṇa, desire my subsequent victory, kingdom or happiness. So one thing I wanted to point out here is that what's the word for good?
śreyo,
Shreya.
Shreya, right? Shreya. And then what is the for fight? In the fight?
Hatvā.
āhave,
Oh,
Āhave.
āhave. Sorry.
Āhave, right? And then what is killing?
Hatvā.
Hatvā.
Right? And then desire?
Kāṅkṣe.
kāṅkṣe,
Kāṅkṣe. Kāṅkṣe.
Kāṅkṣe is do I desire. So what is desire only?
Do I desire? Well, kāṅkṣa. Kāṅkṣa. Yeah, kāṅkṣa. Yeah, in Sanskrit. So, so one thing I wanted to point out was that for good, he has used the word shreyas. Right? Shreya or shreyas is the word, and then in the Sanskrit got transformed to shreya. Shreya, he's explaining good, and then śreyo, right? So now I don't see any good can come. So one thing I wanted to point out was that for good, there are two words in Sanskrit. There is shreya or shreyas, and then there is preyash also. So there are two kinds of goods. One good is immediate good, and one good is long-term good, right? For example, if I eat heavy whipped cream, ice cream, it might be good for me immediately, right? It makes me feel good. I'm hunger is satisfied. I feel cool after that, like that, right? So that is preyash because it's a short time good. But long time, if you do it, then you're going to suffer from there. But shreya is something which comes from the long, which basically means long time good and might involve a little bit of a sacrifice and austerity. For example, students are supposed to study, right? Get up early in the morning or work late in the night and study. They give up their sacrifice. And we're reading about sacrifices in the chapter 4, right? So one of the sacrifices is svadhyaya. You have to study. So you're doing certain things, but that is for the long-term good. So here what Arjuna is saying, he's using the word shreya. So he's saying that killing my relatives, etc., is not going to give me long-term good. Short-term good they will get the rājya, right? They'll be able to rule and enjoy the spoils of the war. But he's saying long-term, it's not going to be good. Why? Because grandfathers, and then he'll start with all that whole 9 yards like that. So I just want you to focus on the word shreyas. And that's why sometimes you find people name their daughter Shreya, right? So shreya means long-term good, right? So not just good, but it's real long-term good is what shreya is, okay? And I've highlighted the text in red so that we can focus on those. So, okay, let's get going. Who wants to go in first? I think Aruni Mataji was first today.
Sorry.
Yeah, after that I lost track of who they were, so I'm just going to put some from whatever memory I have. So we have Sutapa, we have...
I think after that it was Varshana who came.
Varshana Mataji came out, right? You were keeping track.
Oh, I don't know. Actually, maybe both came together. I'm not sure.
Okay, Suruchi. I have to remember not to forget. Okay, now I know that yesterday you all told, or day before you all told that sometimes I don't see everybody. I don't see as many participants as there are. Anybody I'm missing?
no Mataji.
Okay, that's good. All right. So let's get going with Aruni Mataji.
Na cha śreyo. Oh, sorry, one second. Let me just... Sorry, I needed to get my glasses. Na cha śreyo nupaśyāmi hatvā sva-janam āhave na kāṅkṣe vijayaṁ Kṛṣṇa na ca rājyaṁ sukhāni.
Very nice. Who's next?
Yes, Mataji. Na cha śreyo nupaśyāmi hatvā sva-janam āhave na kāṅkṣe vijayaṁ Kṛṣṇa na ca rājyaṁ sukhāni.
Very nice.
Hare Krishna. Na cha śreyo nupaśyāmi hatvā sva-janam āhave na kāṅkṣe vijayaṁ Kṛṣṇa na ca rājyaṁ sukhāni.
Yeah. Okay, very good. Suruchi?
Na cha śreyo
na
Nu.
nupaśyāmi
Pash.
pashyami hatvā sva-janam āhave na kāṅkṣe vijayaṁ Kṛṣṇa na rājyaṁ sukhāni ca.
Very nice. Okay. Now, I think today's verses are relatively simple verse, right? As compared to what we are doing. So go to the full now. Starting with Aruni Mataji.
Sorry, my mic was muted. Nacha śreyo nupaśyāmi hatvā sva-janam āhave na kāṅkṣe vijayaṁ Kṛṣṇa nacha rājyaṁ sukhāni ca.
There you go. Very nice. Okay, Satapa.
न च श्रेयो नुपश्यामि हत्वा स्वजनम् आहवे न काङ्क्षे विजयं कृष्ण न च राज्यं सुखानि च.
Very nice. Prashana.
न च श्रेयो नुपश्यामि हात्वा स्वजनम् आहवे न काङ्क्षे विजयं कृष्ण न च राज्यं सुखानि च.
Very nice. Suruchi.
Na ca śreyo nupaśyāmi hatvā sva-janam āhave na kāṅkṣe vijayaṁ Kṛṣṇa na ca rājyaṁ sukhāni ca.
Very nice. Okay. So now let's spend sentence time in memorizing the words, right? The Sanskrit meaning. So Shreya means?
Good.
Good.
Hatvā means?
By killing.
By killing.
Āhave.
In the
The
fight.
fight.
Kāṅkṣe.
Do I desire
Do I desire
Vijayaṁ.
victory,
Sukhāni.
happiness thereof,
happiness,
Rājyaṁ.
kingdom,
Śreya.
good,
Good.
Hatvā.
by killing,
By
Killing.
killing.
Āhave.
in the fight.
Kāṅkṣe.
Do I desire
Do I
do I
desire
desire
Kingdom.
Rājyaṁ.
rājyaṁ,
Good.
śreyo
Shreyas.
By killing.
hatvā
Hatvā.
Wow.
hatvā,
Do I desire?
kāṅkṣe
Kāṅkṣe.
kāṅkṣe,
Insight.
āhave
Āhave.
Foresee.
anupaśyāmi
Nupaśyāmi.
Oh.
Happiness.
śreyo
Sukhāni.
Sukhāni. Happiness. Yeah, happiness is sukh and Shreya is good.
Okay.
Do Shreya and Sukhāni ultimately are the same?
Well, good would lead to sukhāni, I guess.
Ultimate Sukhāni, the real Sukhāni. What is good will lead to ultimate Sukhāni. And what is immediate good might not lead to everlasting happiness. And since we are everlasting ourselves, so we always seek for everlasting happiness. Like that. Okay. Very good. So what about, are you good? Let's do one more round. Shreya,
Good.
Hatvā,
good,
By
By
killing.
killing,
By killing.
Āhave,
by killing,
in the
the
fight.
In the
in
fight.
the fight,
Kāṅkṣe.
Do I
Do I
desire
Do I
do I
desire?
desire
Okay, so now give me the Sanskrit. By killing,
hatvā
Hatvā.
in the fight,
āhave
Āhave.
Āhave.
desire,
kāṅkṣe
Kāṅkṣe.
kāṅkṣe,
good,
śreyo
Shreyas.
Shreya. Okay. Now let's go and do that one more time. In the fight,
hatvā
Āhave.
oh āhave
Āhave.
Āhave by killing Hatvā.
Good,
Shreya.
Shreya.
desire.
kāṅkṣe
Kāṅkṣe.
So kāṅkṣe is desire, kāṅkṣe is do I desire. Okay. And then in the fight,
Āhave.
Āhave.
āhave,
oh, yeah,
Āhave.
hatvā is by killing, is it?
by
Yes.
killing, yeah. Hatya is killing and Hatvā is by killing. Okay. And then What about victory?
Vijayaṁ.
Vijayaṁ is victory.
I think
Yes.
that means hatvā and hatyā is two different words.
Yes.
Okay.
Then vijayaṁ. What does vijayaṁ mean?
Victory.
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 Okay.
You know
And what
how
is-
I remember the victory? Because they both begin with V. So Vijayaṁ.
There you go. That's a good way. And then what is happiness?
Sukhāni.
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 Okay. And for the last, what is foresee?
Nupaśyāmi.
Nupaśyāmi.
Nupaśyāmi. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. So let me bring back our words and let's see how much. So if you pick up these small words here and there and know the meaning of it, then it becomes easy for you to memorize the words also. So nacha śreyo nupaśyāmi hatvā sva-janam āhave na kāṅkṣe vijayaṁ Kṛṣṇa nacha rājyaṁ sukhāni ca. So now that you know the meaning of most of the words, right? Nacha śreyo nupaśyāmi. Let's try to construct the translation for this paragraph, for this shloka. You know the key words, right? What does anupaśyāmi mean?
Foresee.
Do I foresee?
Right? What was hatvā?
Killing.
I
What
can-
was śreyo?
Good.
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 Āhave?
In the fight.
In the fight, right? What was kāṅkṣe?
Do I desire?
Do I desire?
Desire.
What was vijayaṁ?
Victory.
Victory.
What is rājyaṁ?
Kingdom.
Kingdom.
What is
Kingdom.
sukhāni?
Happiness.
Happiness.
Happiness. So now you know the key words, right? So you can construct the translation.
No good can
Also,
come.
Can come, to killing like
I can see
own-
will come
own-
from
own
killing.
own
in
people.
the fight, do I
sva-janam.
desire
In
victory?
fight,
No?
I desire victory or
No
kingdom
kingdom for
for
happiness.
happiness.
Right. And then you can polish it, right? Because I heard you say, I cannot see, right? But then anupaśyāmi is
Cannot
Foresee.
foresee. So then you'll say, I cannot foresee, like that, right? So it's once you know the particular meaning of the words, then your translation gets so much more polished, right?
You know, in one of the previous verses, we had, I think it was paśyāmi is to see. I think the last, was it the last or the one before that? Paśyāmi, something paśyāmi was to see. But then here, which is the foresee becomes
Anu.
Okay.
Yeah. Nupaśyāmi. Yeah. And so those are the kind of connections that we keep on making in our brains and connecting words, comparing words, and that will make your memory more rich and powerful. That's important to do. That's an important thing to do, is to constantly start reading about, as you're reading, to keep on comparing these words. Yeah. Nupaśyāmi.
Well, I have to start. Nupaśyāmi tvam avastatum. Do I foresee you staying? I don't know if the grammar is correct.
Well, at least it's a good thing that you're attempting and trying to make connections. That's good. Okay. So then should we call it a day on this one? Nacha śreyo nupaśyāmi hatvā sva-janam āhave na kāṅkṣe vijayaṁ Kṛṣṇa nacha rājyaṁ sukhāni ca. So and today, on the day that you celebrate the Shraddha ceremony, observe the Shraddha ceremony for our ancestors, this verse is so important that, on one end, even after, we pray so much and try to do so much for our relatives who are gone. So Arjuna is saying that, how can I kill them? What good is going to come out of that, right? I mean, they go on their own and then we feel so much of separation and we continue to do our things. What to talk about killing them in the first place, right? So there's nothing good is going to come out of that. So nice, very nice. Okay, so we'll call it a day on this class here for all of us. Thank you so much for joining. Those of you who are watching us on Facebook as well as here on Zoom, have a fantastic rest of the day. And you have a lot of shreyas. Have a lot of shreyas. May Kṛṣṇa arrange a lot of shreyas for you. Okay.